All right, guys, today's topic is women can and should pick up men in person. Before we get to this, I got to tell you a story so we kind of preface this. All right, so we've all commuted to work, and sometimes it's absolutely miserable. Like, for example, for me, I live in Hoboken, I go to New York City, I take a PATH train. And in my old life, it was absolutely awful. So you literally would be sitting in this car like this, like you couldn't move. I'm talking about sardines, like can't move. You're just really tight in that car. You've all seen like those Japanese videos where the guys are really crammed into the cars. It's just like that going into New York City, and it is awful. You're like sweating in the summertime. It's not, you walk to the path and then you're all hot, you're sweating, you're touching like 6 different people, and it's just awful. All right. And if you don't take public transit, you've had equally probably bad experiences to the city that you live in, whether it's DC, New York, LA, San Diego, Chicago, you name it. But like you're going with traffic and you're literally going 10 miles per hour, bumper to bumper, and you're like, this stinks. I have to go just another mile and I'm literally going 2 miles or 0 miles per hour, and you're miserable. You're like, why do I live this life? Like, is this what life is supposed to be like? Am I just supposed to like inch along? And eventually I was like, no, this is miserable. I don't want to be a lemming. I don't want to do this anymore. And basically the realization that I came to is, well, I came to this probably when I was a kid, that I'm hugely anti-conformist, and whatever everyone else is doing, I want to do the exact opposite. But that also comes back to dating. And we've been told for years that women don't hit on guys. You need men to come hit on women, and then women are supposed to receive it, and if they're happy with the guy, they go, boom, I like it, here's my phone number, wonderful. Or they go, oh, I'm not interested, see you later. No, that is not acceptable by any means. There is a better way. It's totally anti-conformist. You always need to do what other people aren't doing if you want to make life easier, optimize your situation. So let's talk about this. Women can hit on men. So first of all, of women hitting on men, especially during the day, you have zero competition. So no one else is doing it. So welcome to this world. You have no competition. That's a good thing. And next, men are receptive of this. So men don't get hit on because there's no one doing it. So when a woman finally goes up to a man, it's just like the best day of his life. I think in the last 5 years, I've maybe been hit on twice by women. And when it does happen, I remember it, and it's absolutely amazing. I'm like, oh my God, someone finally thinks I'm good looking enough to talk to. Yes, this is awesome. And maybe I get a date, maybe I'm not interested, but whatever, it's the best moment ever for me as a man. Now, ladies, how can you do this in a super effective way that isn't going to be the worst experience of your life? Simple. All I want you to do, let's say you're at a bar or you're at a crowded area and people are walking by, you're at a park. All right, let's do it at a park and there's people walking by. I've actually done this with clients. It's beautiful. And we had one Rockstar client. Let me tell you about the Rockstar. She would just wave. And then a guy would notice. She'd wave them over. She'd be like, come here, come here. And the guy would come over. She'd have a conversation. Quick little 5-minute conversation, 10-minute conversation. If she liked him, maybe they exchanged numbers. If they didn't like each other, she said, well, it's nice meeting you. See you later. This woman literally was sitting at the bench, and every few minutes she would bring someone over. In like about an hour, I saw her talk to 10 different men, get some phone numbers, and she had a lot of good date options. She met some wonderful people, and she got some dates. Can you imagine in an hour, you just did this speed dating where you got to choose based on the looks, instead of men choosing you if you, I don't know, do the right thing magically and he decides to come up to you. No, forget that noise. You want to be in a relationship, you're looking for love, you control it. Bring the guy over, wave him in, and have your little mini date right there. And if you like him, exchange numbers. If not, on to the next one. So there you have it, ladies. You should be hitting on men, because why not? Do me a favor, hit like, hit subscribe somewhere on this thing. And my next video, I think, is over here. You can watch my next video right there. Thanks, guys. Love you. See you next time.